Welcome to the deep dive. Today, we're digging into a really interesting source. It's some excerpts from a YouTube video.
Right, featuring Paul Risjanis. He's the tech lead for AI products over at Modern Treasury.
Modern Treasury, yeah. And for anyone who doesn't know, they're the payment operations platform for the instant economy.
That's their term, yeah. They
Yeah,
basically help companies track and move money faster, more efficiently.
exactly. Which sounds great, but it also means, incredibly high stakes. Trust, precision, all that.
Totally.
So our deep dive today is really about how modern Treasury went about building AI agents for these, well, super critical financial operations.
And specifically, the tools they found essential for actually doing that.
Right. So our mission, if you liked, is to pull out the key insights from Paul's perspective on using AI where close enough just doesn't cut it.
Yeah, it's one thing to build an AI that, say, writes a blog post, quite another to have it handle payment reconciliation correctly. Very different ball game.
Okay, so let's get into it. Paul mentions Modern Treasury AI, this recent launch, and a core piece is an AI agent built for these financial ops tasks.
Yeah, and it's not just, like, simple automation. This agent is designed for complex stuff. Payments, reconciliation, managing ledgers.
Complex workflows.
Exactly. The idea is to shift away from clicking through endless menus. Instead, you interact with an agent that, gets the context,
Understands what you need.
right, and can take action. But this is key. It also knows precisely when it needs to stop and get a human involved.
Okay, that sounds powerful, but finance? Well, it's notoriously strict, isn't it? Everything needs to be perfect, traceable.
Absolutely. And Paul really highlighted this fundamental clash. AI agents, especially those using LLMs, can be non-deterministic.
Meaning you don't always get the exact same output for the same input, right?
Exactly. Which might be fine, maybe even good for creative tasks.
We're writing a poem, yeah.
But it's pretty terrifying if you're trying to record a specific payment amount down to the cent.
Right. You absolutely need auditability. You need those mandatory human approval points built right in. Data accuracy has to be spot on.
These aren't optional extras, they're fundamental.
So the standard, maybe more generic AI tools or approaches that were less structured, they just wouldn't work.
They wouldn't give the control needed. Not for this kind of high-trust environment.
Yeah.
Paul basically said they needed a code-level solution, something that gave them real visibility.
And that solution, according to the source, was LangGraph.
That's the one. Paul explained that LangGraph gave them the structure and the flexibility they needed.
How so?
Because it lets you define the agent's logic, its steps, as a graph. You can actually visualize and trace how the agent reaches a decision.
So it's not a black box. You can follow its path. That sounds crucial for compliance.
And for those human review steps, exactly. That traceability is non-negotiable.
Makes sense.
And he also mentioned that this graph structure, being modular, made it easier to slot the agent into their existing systems.
Including things like permissions. Finance systems always have complex permissions.
Yeah, they're granular permissioning too. It fit right in.
So they've actually deployed this. An agent built with LangGraph is live.
Yep, their first one is in production, part of Modern Treasury AI. And Paul said it's already impacting their engineering team.
How? In a good way, I hope.
But definitely. Instead of their engineers spending loads of time building the basic agent plumbing like state management, tool handling, that sort of thing.
LangGraph provides that scaffolding.
Exactly. It frees up the engineers to focus on the really hard domain-specific problems. Things like ensuring data fidelity, nailing the access controls, reinforcing the security, high-value stuff.
Which must have sped things up considerably.
Yeah.
Getting the product out the door.
Big time. And it's also shifting how they think about delivering features more broadly.
Ooh.
Well, think about it. Customizing a UI for every single customer-specific workflow. That's a massive engineering effort.
That's slow. Really slow.
Right. But this agentic approach, because it's built on this controllable, traceable logic, kind of flips that script.
How does it flip it?
It allows for way more customization, almost infinitely. They provide the core agent capabilities, the building blocks. Then customers can use the agent to, stitch those blocks together to perfectly match their unique financial processes.
So the agent handles the customization, guided by the user, rather than engineers hard-coding every variation.
Precisely. It makes it much, much easier to ship powerful new capabilities without boxing customers into rigid interfaces.
That's a significant shift.
Yeah, and if you take a step back, it's a really powerful example. It shows how choosing the right, maybe more specialized tools is vital when you're putting AI into these high-stakes areas.
Areas demanding trust, compliance, human oversight.
All of the above.
Okay, so let's quickly recap. Modern Treasury, they're using AI agents for really complex financial tasks, payments, reconciliation, ledgers.
Built using structured tools like LangGraph, yeah.
And they had this core problem balancing the sort of inherent unpredictability of some AI, LLM specifically, with the absolute need in finance for things like audit trails and human sign-offs.
Nailed it. And LangGraph provided that necessary structure, the traceable logic, the flexibility. It let them build agents they could actually control in a regulated space.
And the payoff was faster development, freeing up engineers.
In a totally new way to deliver highly customized solutions to their customers.
Yeah.
Much faster, much more adaptable.
So this story, it's not just about modern treasury, is it? It really highlights how having the right foundational tech, like LangGraph in this case, is enabling AI in fields where, frankly, mistakes are just not an option.
Absolutely. Precision and oversight are paramount.
Which kind of leaves us with a final thought to chew on, doesn't it?
Go for it.
Well, if these structured, controllable AI agents can navigate the sheer complexity and the strict rules of financial payments, where else could this approach unlock efficiency and customization? Maybe in areas we haven't even really considered yet for AI.